There needs to be a review of this entire conduct. This is extremely dangerous to the marketplace and dangerous to our economy.
What do you think, Kevin?
I don't agree with any of that. The truth is the market has always been a speculative place. No, but I think you have to hear the other side of this, Bill, because at the end of the day, there's some very powerful forces in play here that are actually good. So let me take a shot at it.
Hey guys, how's it going? Lee here. In this video, we're going to be watching Kevin O'Leary defend retail investors. So really nothing too new in terms of the arguments against retail investors, but I think you'll really enjoy O'Leary's takes. Very similar, actually, I might say, to Cuban. And, you know, is there some coincidence that they're both on Shark Tank? Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get right into it.
The events of the past couple of weeks, Secretary?
Absolutely. No question about it. First of all, the whole issue here is not simply about an individual company or an individual issue. It's about the honesty of the marketplace and the reliability of the marketplace and the danger a defective and dishonest marketplace has to our economy. We're at a time of a contracting economy. Having this type of activity going on the way it is just unacceptable. There's no doubt, the one thing that everyone in this discussion can agree about it, there is no reality to these trades and these issues that we've been speaking about. They're not based on anything other than speculation. And clearly, when the market is engaging in that type of conduct, that is not good. I think it's a broader question, though. I think the whole issue of shorting has to be addressed. Whether it's by hedge funds or anybody, is in the best interest of the market. Clearly, shorting is going to go on, and we need to have shorting as a defense in the marketplace. But there should be some restrictions on shorting. Maybe it's on the uptick. There needs to be a review by the national regulator on shorting in the marketplace. Having said that, in the short run, no pun intended, it is extremely important, I think, to get control of the marketplace back again. I voiced my concern the other day about the effect on unsophisticated investors. Obviously, some of those who think they're sophisticated took offense at that. I'm concerned about the marketplace, though, and I'm concerned about the spillover effect of all of this activity on other aspects of the market, ETFs, other aspects of the market, which weakens the overall situation. This is not a good time to be playing these games. The national regulator needs to get involved here and promptly. In addition to that, I think, as I suggested previously, if we didn't trade in these types of issue at all, this particular one I was speaking was GameStop, for a period of time, I think that would have an effect. I'm not just talking about those who trade through Reddit or individual investors. I'm talking about people across the board. There needs to be a review of this entire conduct. This is extremely dangerous to the marketplace and dangerous to our economy.
What do you think, Kevin?
I don't agree with any of that. The truth is the market has always been a speculative place. No, but I think you have to hear the other side of this, Bill, because at the end of the day, there's some very powerful forces in play here that are actually good. So let me take a shot at it. The definition of the market is speculation. When you buy and stay long a stock, you're speculating the profits you hope are going to come finally appear, and you take that risk. The best thing we could do for this market now is leave it alone.
Kevin's 100% right on this. It's absolutely all speculation. It's so funny that he points out that, you know, a lot of these people are speculating. They don't know what they're talking about, regardless of the, obviously, actually, I take that back. He probably hasn't even been in the Reddit or Wall Street Bet, so he doesn't actually know. But yes, it's all speculation.
The richest 1% of this country owns half our country's wealth, $5 trillion. 1/3 of that comes from hard work. 2/3 comes from inheritance, interest on interest accumulating to widows' and idiot sons. And what I do, stock and real estate speculation. It's bullshit.
And just shine the light of transparency on it. If you are short, let it be transparent. You now run a new risk that these effective social media vigilantes are going to come after you and squeeze you as a short. That's going to make a lot of hedge funds think a second time before they try and go short stocks, which I think is great. But here's the point that I think everybody is missing. 4 or 5 years ago, we had 100 million Americans with nothing set aside for their retirements. We still do. And that's because our educational system, including the one in Massachusetts where I had my kids and they grew up in, best schools in the world, I would argue, they taught them nothing about investing. And then along comes a platform like Robinhood, and all of a sudden, kids in their 20s and 30s that would never get touched by Money Center Bank or an online broker because they're not a profitable account. They only have a few $100s to invest. Vlad and his team create this platform and now have millions of people learning about the ways of the market. And the market, even for sophisticated
They're learning
investors.
by losing, though. They're learning by losing.
So I can tell the next part is going to get heated, so I'm just going to pause it there. But absolutely, this is what I guess Cuban kind of touched on. When you remove all these barriers, remove all these frictions, you can get a lot of people, including young people in particular, to care about their finances, to learn about the markets. There are so many benefits behind it that I think all this old money, or, you know, stuff that you see on the media when they're talking about, you know, the fear of people losing money, especially people who don't have a lot of money in general. Well, what do you want them to do? Do you want them to not invest? Do you want them to not learn? Well, you want them to learn, but who's going to get them started? The hard part is getting started and getting people invested, like literally investing their time into learning about stocks and hearing it through the news and whatnot. Yes, you're going to have some speculators, but again, as O'Leary said, it's all some form of speculation at the end of the day. You're speculating that a company is going to go up, it's going to go down, it's going to do something for you to either put a long position or a short position on the trade. So yes, let's get right back into it, because it's kind of getting spicy, to be honest.
Every
they're not
investor
educating
loses
them.
money, Bill. Every loser. Everyone
I don't
learns
think we
from the
should-
market.
I don't think we.
So you're going to
There's a
protect
difference
me from
between
losing
investing and
money? Are you
speculation.
kidding? Speculation
No,
is
I'm
definition
not.
of the market.
I don't kid.
Yeah, the bottom line is when you put money in harm's way in the market, you risk it. That will always be the way after
That's true.
both you and I are gone. And the more regulation you put on it, the more you hurt it. Because some people to investing a millisecond is an investment, and others 10 years. And you shouldn't have the right to define it for them. Let the market do that. That's what the market does. If we want viable capital markets, you have to let the market be the market. Just shine transparency on it. Don't try and make rules that have all kinds of second consequences that you can't determine
there
at
is
this
no
point.
What I really find funny in these arguments and discussions that go back and forth, and what CNBC has done really well, obviously, is found two opposing arguments, and you always have, it's generally the entrepreneurs that take that type of route, free the market, let the market do what they want. And on the other end, you always have, well, the exact opposite, what you might call old money, even though, Larry's quite up there with age, no disrespect, absolutely. Enjoy Shark Tank and enjoy O'Leary's takes on a lot of these things.
Transparency. There is no transparency here.
It's more transparent today.
In many aspects.
You can't say that what happened over the last 48 hours, the last two trading sessions, wasn't driven by transparency. We've never had millions of people at night talking to each other in social media saying, there's a hedge fund that's short, let's go get them. You want to stick it to the man, I have no problem with it.
Being made. The problem
I
is,
think it's
in order to
fine.
have transparency, you have to have some certainty, and there is no certainty in any of this. There's wild speculation based on nothing. That is not an honest marketplace.
I'm sorry, but you're going to have to live with speculation. You're always going to have it.
Speculation
That
I
is the
can live with based
definition of
on
investing.
rationality. Rational speculation is one thing. Dishonesty
How
is
do
not.
you know that GameStop executives aren't going to take advantage of this situation and build a brand and make a pivot just like Netflix did when they were shipping out CDs in the mail? You don't know.
Because they've shown
you
no
have
evidence
no
of it.
idea.
They
Either
haven't
do I.
They haven't even raised any capital on it. If they were going to be doing that, why wouldn't they be raising capital now to try to do that? They're not.
Well, maybe they will. We don't know. That's the market. My whole
Well, we
point is
don't
if they
know.
can
That's
raise
why
capital at these prices, they should.
You gotta love O'Leary. I love his takes. As much as sometimes he annoys me on Shark Tank, a little bit rude sometimes here and there, he's bang on with this. You don't know if the business is going to transform. Now, I don't know whether they're going to change around and become like a massive online retailer for games or whatnot, but it does generally require a change in management, a change in direction for the business as well. So we'll see. What it has done though is brought a lot of awareness to the stores, the GameStop stores, and definitely investing in general as a whole. Anyways, guys, that was O'Leary's take on defending the retail investor and the transparency within the marketplace. Please do leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys later.